I just realized that as South Africans, we are really hard on ourselves as South African women. Being the skinniest, being perfect. And I think without us even realizing it, we try to live up to that.
So yeah, let's just get into it then.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so Nina, what does beauty mean to you? How would you define beauty?
I definitely think beauty is more something that comes from the inside than from the outside, because I've been at my skinniest or at my youngest, no wrinkles, whatever, and I didn't feel beautiful because something was wrong on my inside. So yeah, to me, beauty is definitely something that comes from your inside and then just glows on the outside.
When do you feel you're most beautiful? It doesn't have to be like physically beautiful. It can be a moment or, you know, an experience, but when do you feel you're most beautiful?
Definitely when I know that I'm healthy and when I'm taking care of myself, when I'm eating right, when I'm drinking a lot of water, when I'm exercising and when I'm really fit. And I just love being out in nature, no makeup, hair tied, hat on my head, because that's also really when God talks to me. So when I'm running or when I'm on the beach or when I'm hiking, no makeup, just stripped bare. That's definitely when I feel I'm my most beautiful.
All right, can we start with the earrings?
Yes.
The earrings.
Let's do this. Okay. Done.
Awesome. So what would you say is your first memory regarding beauty?
I think not beauty per se, but when I started noticing I was a big Miss South Africa fan. So I think I was probably primary school, 6 or 7 or 8, and I still remember Suzette van der Merwe. She was this beautiful dark-haired woman. I just remember seeing her and wanting to be her. Yeah, I think I really wanted to be Miss South Africa.
Would you ever consider?
No, that is not me at all. At all, no. Those ladies are a different breed. I'm not that. No, not that ladylike and that skinny and stuff, you know.
Yeah, I guess. So then when would you say is a moment that you questioned your own beauty or you felt ugly?
Well, I definitely think it started in school. Like for me, beauty wasn't necessarily the way you or face or hair or whatever. It was more my weight. I was probably 15 when I first started getting weight issues. And that is a whole different story. But then finally, it was one day when I still remember it very clearly. It was a Saturday morning and I had a great week. I ate healthy, I was exercising, and I felt amazing. And I was walking out of my house and I felt so good. And the next morning, I walked out of my house. Nothing had changed at all. And I felt so fat and so ugly. And suddenly it was as if God just said to me, like, what has changed from yesterday to today? Nothing, absolutely nothing. You look the same, but it's completely how you feel. And it was a moment that I realized that, you know, this is a spiritual battle. It's got nothing to do with weight. It's got nothing to do with the way I look, but it's definitely a spiritual battle. And in that moment, I felt how sad I made God, thinking, I hate myself, I'm so fat, I'm so ugly, like, look at you. Sometimes I would even like go to gym for 3 hours and be like, yeah, you're so ugly, you will do 1 million sit-ups, whatever. And it was so cool because God gave me wisdom in that moment, showing me it's not a physical thing, it's a spiritual thing. And he gave me scripture that I started quoting over myself, said, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And I obviously put it in the first person. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, and my soul knows it full well. And I love that, like my soul knows I'm wonderfully made, even though my mind or my emotions doesn't. So I just started speaking that scripture over my life. No matter what I felt, if I would never after that moment or that encounter with God ever say something ugly about myself or mean towards myself. When I felt it, I would just rebuke it and just speak life and speak scripture. And from that moment on, it's just amazing how the way even just that I look and how I feel has changed, just speaking that life over my body and myself.
It's so powerful, once you have that realization.
Yeah.
Also. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So can we go for the lips now?
Yes.
Red lips.
Oh, took about a minute. Okay. There we go.
All right, so if you could change one thing about yourself, what do you think that would be and why?
I think when I was younger, there were a lot of things that I would want to change, but where I am at this moment in my life, there's absolutely nothing physically. Sometimes you would wish for a little bit more self-discipline, but that's also a journey. So yeah, to be honest, there's really nothing that I would want to change right now where I am.
So then on that note, what do you think is an insecurity that you have already overcome and maybe embrace and love about yourself now?
I think definitely the weight issue, because I've always wanted to be like the skinniest girl. Like people would look at someone and think that they look ill, they're that skinny, and I wanted to be that. And I think just embracing my body, the curves, like I'm healthy and I'm fit, but I will never be that skinny. But now I don't want to be anymore. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, eyes.
Eyes.
Yes, eyes.
Okay, let's see. I didn't put that much on.
You can lift the mirror if you want, yeah.
Okay.
It's easier for you. Hey guys, Bokang here. So you've reached the end of part 1, but believe it or not, it does get better. So to check out part 2, click the video over here. If you want to subscribe and keep up to date with more videos like this, just click the little icon somewhere over here and yeah, enjoy. Alright, see you guys. Bye.